Okay. It is February 21st. We are doing your homework for lesson 18, session 4. So the question is, which of these equations will help you solve this one? So something minus 382 equals 417. They use a question mark. We often use an X in class, so I'll probably be using an X. So let's solve this question first. What is the question mark? So something minus 382 equals 417. The easiest way to find that out is by adding 382 to 417. Because whatever that number is, that number minus 382 will equal 417, right? So 7 plus 2 is 9, 1 plus 8 is 9, 4 plus 3 is 7. We can even double check that answer. 799 minus 382 should equal 417. 9 minus 2, 7, 9 minus 8, 1, 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so the question mark equals 799. I think that's good information to have. So which of these will give us the right answer? So 417 minus something equals 382. That doesn't really make any sense, right? We're looking for something minus 382 equaling 417. So whatever this is that you take from 417 to get to 382 is not relevant. So as far as yes and no goes, that one doesn't make sense. So 382 plus 417 equaling the question mark, that's pretty much what we did. So 417 is the difference of 382 and some number. By adding 417 to 382, we should find that number. We just did that, 799. So that one makes sense. That is a yes. 417 minus 382 equals question mark. Again, doesn't really make any sense. We're looking for what you need to take away 382 from in order to get to 417. Subtracting 382 from 417 is not going to get us a meaningful answer. So that one doesn't make sense. 417 plus 382 equals question mark. It's exactly the same as this. Makes sense. So as you can see, there's a pattern here. The questions regarding subtraction are no's, and the questions using addition are yeses. That makes sense because we often use addition to check our subtraction equations. So that is number 1. Number 2. So lava lake 1 equals 600 feet deep. That is 225 feet deeper than another lava lake. Okay, so lava lake 2 is 600 minus 225. Because lava lake 1 is 225 feet deeper than the other lava lake. So whatever this lava lake is, it is 225 feet less than the first lava lake. But what they actually want us to do is use addition to solve it and then prove it using subtraction. So we'll do that. So when we use addition, it looks like this. 225 plus something equals 600. And this something, x, equals depth of lava lake 2. So the way we add up, we start at the lower number, 225, and we end up the greater number, which is 600, okay? So we're gonna take some little steps to add up. So the first step we'll just get to 230. This is often what we like to do. We get to the next 10. We only have to go up 5 for that one. Now that we're at 230, we can go up to 300. So we've been talking a lot in class about the way we construct tens and hundreds and thousands. And so we've been talking about 8s and 2s, 7s and 3s, 6s and 4s. So here's a 7 and 3 example. 230 plus 70 equals 300. It's the same way that 3 plus 7 equals 10. These two numbers make these nice multiples of 10 that we like. So now we're at 300, we need to get up to 600. Well, 3 plus 3 is 6, so 300 plus 300 must equal 600. So at this point, what we do is, since we're taking these little leaps to find the difference between 225 and 600, we then add up the little leaps to get the final product. So x equals 375. And remember, x is the depth of Lava Lake 2. So that's solving the problem using addition. Now we will solve the problem using subtraction. 600 minus 225 will also give us x. So 600, trying to subtract over zeros, we're going to rearrange 600. So 600 equals 600 plus no 10s plus no 1s, but it also equals 500 plus 90 plus 10. So 600 stays the same, we're just rearranging how it is conveyed. So instead of 600 plus nothing, we're going to do 500 and 90 and 10. That allows us to actually do this math. So 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, 5 minus 2 is 3. Sure enough, x continues to equal 375, which is the depth of Lava Lake 2. So that's what we're looking for with number 2. Okay, so Yuko and Khalil are working on a problem. Yuko says that 700 minus 354 equals 446. And Khalil says that 700 minus 354 equals 346. So we're going to use addition to check these answers. If this is true, 700 minus 354 equals 446, then we should be able to work up this way and get 700. So it should be the case that 354 plus 446 equals 700. But let's see if it does, okay? So 4 plus 6 is 10. There's no 1, so the 0 in the 1's place, and put the 10 in the 10's column. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 4, also 10. This is actually 10 plus 50 plus 40 equals 100. So there are no 10s, and there's 100. 100 plus 300 plus 400. So 100 plus 300 is 400, plus 400 is 800. So Yuko does not look like she is correct. Let's try Khalil. So again, same deal. If 700 minus 354 is 346, then 346 plus 354 should equal 700. So let's try it out. 346 plus 354. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 40 plus 50 is 100. No 10s, 100. And 100 plus 300 is 400, plus 300, 700. So Khalil is correct. So number 4, that's number 3, is just showing this work. They don't really give you the space for it, but try to fit it in there. And number 4 is just asking you to explain it. Khalil is correct because 346 plus 354 equals 700. Yuko is incorrect because 446 plus 354 does not equal 700. So that's an example of an answer. Or you could say that it equals 800, which is not 300. Either way. Yeah, so that's number 4. And then number 5. Flower store has 355 roses. So that's the total roses. And 180 white roses, which leaves X number of red roses. Right? So we just find out which of these equations down here will show us how many red roses there are. So if we have 355, this is A. If we have 355 minus X, again, they're using a question mark. I don't like it. I like using the X. I'm gonna use the X. Equals 180. That makes sense. 35 total roses minus the red roses will equal the white roses. Perfect. A makes sense. B says 180 plus 355 equals X. So that doesn't make sense, right? White roses plus total roses equaling red roses doesn't make sense because the white roses are already part of this 355. So this will create a number larger than the total number of roses there are. That can't be the number of red roses because the red roses as well are part of this 355. So B does not make sense. C, X plus 180 equals 355. This makes sense. X is red roses plus white roses will equal the total number of roses. C is good. D, X minus 355 equals 180. Doesn't make sense, right? The total number, or the red roses minus the total number of roses won't equal the white roses because the red roses are part of this number. So the red roses ought to be less than 355, which means it would equal some negative number. It's not going to equal the number of white roses. Doesn't make any sense. E says 355 minus 180 equals X. That makes sense. The total number of roses minus the white roses equals the red roses. E is good. F, 180 plus X equals 355. Also good. Yep. White roses plus red roses equals total roses. So that makes sense. I think E is probably like the most logical one as far as actually finding the answer to this question, but it doesn't actually ask for the answer, so but that would be the most straightforward way as far as I can tell. So then it goes on and asks, Darnell chooses B as the answer. How did Darnell get his answer? I mean, speculating like this, I already asked for a lot. I don't know how useful it is. I guess Darnell confused the total number with the number of red roses. I don't know. It's one possibility. I'm sure you can find others. But yeah, that is the math homework for today, February 21st, lesson 18, session 4. Hope it helped. Thank you. See ya.